Hello, my friends. What's up? And welcome back. Welcome to today's current beauty favorites video. I have got, and I don't do these every month, but there are some months where I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, stuff has been piling up that I have absolutely been loving. And I love to share that with you in case there's something maybe that stands out to you that you need in your life too. So if you're interested in seeing what I have been absolutely loving, not only for the month of March, but really for a while now, then just keep on watching. So we've got a whole mix of stuff, and I'm excited to go through these with you. So let's go ahead and begin. This one I did pick up in the month of March, and it is the Tula Protect and Glow Daily Sunscreen Gel. Now, if you know me, you know I am hardcore for the Supergoop lotion sunscreen. That has been my favorite for years now. Honestly, I have been tried and true to that one, but I'd heard so much good about this one. But Ulta had like 5 times the points on this because it was like I can't remember, something like a woman-owned brand. And yeah, I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it out now for 5 times the points, and I've been wanting to try it. Now's the time. Oh my gosh, you guys. So here's the thing about this one. It is a probiotics and superfoods product, and I feel like, and you know what, yogurt has probiotics. I feel like when I use it, I can kind of almost feel a consistency kind of like yogurt. It's a little bit, I feel like chunky is gonna sound so gross. There is a beauty to this sunscreen that, wow, it could give my Supergoop a whole run for the money. Here's the thing though, my Supergoop is a better value, but this gives my skin a glow and a dew even on another level from the Supergoop. And the Supergoop already did that. But this just gives my skin such a shine that is absolutely stunning. It looks beautiful. It feels really great on the skin. And again, not that my Supergoop doesn't, but there is just a luminosity to this that is absolutely lovely. I don't know that I'm really crazy about the scent. I feel like because of the whole probiotic and I have yogurt on the brain, I feel like it smells a little bit like yogurt starting to go bad, which sounds disgusting. So I'm not really a fan of the scent, but wow, it's so pretty. The only thing that holds me back from really wanting to use this on a daily, I use it like 2 or 3 times a week, and then I use the Supergoop the rest of the week. But it's the price. I think it was like $36. I may be wrong. I'll link it below. I think it was $36, and you get 1.7 fluid ounces, whereas like $58, and I get the big daddy of the Supergoop, which is like 18 ounces. So that is huge anyways. But it's absolutely beautiful. It's everything everybody has said about it. Okay, let's talk lashes, because for me, it's hard to find a really favorite, great, amazing pair of lashes that I absolutely love. And these have done it for me. And there's been a couple that I've mentioned to you over the past few months as well. These are the Kiss So Wispy number 11s, and I'm down to the last 2. This is the lash I'm wearing today. This lash looks like a little bit more than lash extensions, but it also looks like I curled them. They have a curl to them that is absolutely beautiful, and it looks somewhat natural still. I've had people ask me like, oh, you know, what do you use to get your lashes like that? I'm like, no, they're not my lashes. They're beautiful, and they're so easy to use, so easy to work with. So if you are like me and on the daily you prefer this type of lash, try the Kiss 11s. They are so good. And let me tell you, Kiss is smart. Pulling off a new pair of lashes can sometimes be super destructive. This little thing, it's got little slits so that you can push it up and pull it off from the middle, avoiding the catastrophe that is ruining a new pair of lashes. So I love those, and I had to mention them to you. This is going to be no surprise, and it's the Givenchy Skin Caring Glow Prisme Libre foundation. Not going to spend too much time into this one because I've already spent a lot of time on a couple of previous videos, including my March foundation extravaganza video. And the only reason I did that video is because I purchased 4 foundations in the month of March, which is crazy. I'm lucky if I even purchase one. So this is a foundation to end all other foundations for me. It's absolutely beautiful. It has a skincare property to it that just makes my skin feel soft and just plumpy and glowing. But the coverage for me, and I've got pretty normal skin, just FYI, it's perfection. this was such a surprise to me because I really bought it just to kind of possibly review it for y'all, and I did not anticipate absolutely being head over heels for it. So for reference, I am in the shade N250, which is the light medium neutral shade. It's absolutely stunning. If you are into the whole glowy, very healthy looking skin and you can do without high coverage, then you need to check this foundation out. It was $49. Everything from the packaging to the formula is sensational. I love it like so much. Officially my #1 foundation at this point. Let's move into, we've got a couple of blushes. The first being Milani's Cheek Kiss Cream Blush. These have been out for a little while, but over the course of the last maybe month and a half, I had picked a couple of these up and absolutely loved the formula. This is what I'm wearing on my cheeks today. It is called Blushing Berry. That's the shade. And this is a very, it's a cream blush, but it's almost got kind of like a gel type of formula to it. It's a little bit more slick, I guess, than some of your creamier formulas, but it's very pigmented. It's easy to work with. It's just, it's beautiful. And I think it was like $8. And so when you come across something amazing like that, it's like, why do I pay so much again? But you know, we love to try all the new out there, so that's why we pay so much. Anyways, so here's what it looks like. I feel like you can almost tell that it's a gel formula, gel-ish type formula, and not super creamy. But I feel like it's kind of a hybrid between like the Fenty Beauty and like maybe the Milk Makeup, or I'm trying to think of another creamy blush. I have one to show you. So the LYS that I'm just about giving away now, but the LYS and the Fenty, it's kind of like in between those two. It's definitely not super creamy, but if you're okay with that, this is definitely a must. It's beautiful. I love these. And again, for the price, yeah. Okay, speaking of cream blush, let's go into the LYS one. Now, this I'm just gonna preface by saying, this is absolutely hands down the best cream blush I have ever used, ever. It is absolutely stunning, and let me tell you why. So first off, the packaging, super unique. I wasn't super into it when it first came out. I really wasn't gonna buy anything by the brand. And then I was watching a Babs Beauty video and I was like, oh, I didn't realize the stuff was that inexpensive. And that lured me in, and I never looked back. I feel at this point, this brand can do no wrong. So I like this finish of this packaging. I've got a couple other products and it's got shiny packaging that, you know, attracts the fingerprints, but this is in the shade Kindness, which is the lightest. It's a very light peachy shade. And I have been ever so excited for other shades to come back in stock. But anyways, so open it up. It's the same little, obviously, triangle. And this is what it looks like. This is the creamiest, softest, most flawless, easy to use cream blush I have ever used in my life. It's hard to overdo, yet it's very pigmented, but it is like a dream soft. And when I say it is creamy, it's thick creamy. Like it's very, very creamy. Different, so different, night and day to the Milani. I wish I could put into words how beautiful this looks on the skin. It almost gives your skin an airbrush look, which I've never had a cream blush do that before. So the fact that it did that, and I'm like, what is this stuff? Used it again. I'm like, yeah, again. I'm like, okay, so it is the blush doing this like magic to my face. It's so beautiful. It gives such a radiance and but it's a matte blush, but it just looks healthy. It looks, I think because of the creamy property, it just looks so smooth and so flawless, airbrushed, stunning, stunning. And this, I feel like I don't have a shade of peach like this in my collection, which is also big. So this is the best cream, bronzer, blush of life. You need to try those. So let's just stick in with the same LYS topic and go into the other two powder products that I have here. And like I bought a lot during the month of March, and even though this is March and beyond, I really wanted to weed out I loved so much. I can't bring it all in here with me like for this video. What did I absolutely, what's the cream of the crop, the stuff that I would just say, you have to have this. So this is the translucent powder, which I really didn't think was gonna do a whole lot. I was like, okay, the packaging's kind of small. It's a new brand. Like translucent powders are hard to, not that they're hard to get right, but I am picky about my translucent powders. I don't like them to look drying. I don't like them to look cakey. And what works for a lot of other people does not work for me. This powder is magic on the skin. It doesn't feel like a whole lot going on. It almost in a way reminds me of the Kosas Cloud powder, which actually is the one I have on today, but this is so similar to that in the sense that it feels like not a whole lot's going on your skin. So it's not cakey, it's not thick, it's not drying, and it absolutely just smooths my skin over to where my skin looks super flawless. Again, airbrush. There's something about this brand that just makes your skin look so good. And this does set down my foundation without it looking super set down, if you know what I'm saying. So there are a few different shades in this. I picked up the shade Translucent, which is called Resilience. So here's what it looks like. And I love this powder. And I want to say it's like 18 bucks. So you can't find a high-end translucent powder at that price point. Highly recommend. Such a favorite. Okay, let's go into the bronzer. Now the bronzer is what I am wearing today. I'm gonna say as well, I know this is officially my favorite bronzer of any bronzer I have used. And let me tell you, it's because some bronzers are easier to work with than others. Some can look a little bit patchy and you have to really blend out, make it look a little more seamless. There's some that, yes, give you that sun-kissed glow that makes you look really healthy, smooths out your skin, all of that. There is something about this bronzer that it's never too heavy. It never looks like too much. It looks so natural. I'm finding it hard to come up with the words to tell you how beautiful and how easy it is to work on the skin. But and first off, I think the shade is perfect for me, which is Motivate. It's the light shade. It goes on so smoothly. Like literally, I can't overdo it. Like I go in and it builds up so beautifully, so nicely. I put it on and it's like, ooh, I went with too much and I have to diffuse it. None of that, ever. And I've used it so many times at this point. So you just blend it out so effortlessly, so easily, and it looks natural. I love that this doesn't have, it's like more of a neutral tone. It doesn't have all the red and all the orange that I don't like. It's so neutral, so natural, and it's perfection. I love this bronzer. I can't speak its praises enough. So again, highly recommend, especially for the price point. And to say that those have become my favorite products, like the blush and the bronzer especially, take the top in that category for me is crazy. Anyways, let's move into this bad boy right here. This is the Jaclyn Little Duo. This one's in the shade Sunkissed and Bronze Moment. This is the one I find the easiest to use and is the best match, I think, for my skin tone. I think there's one called Yummy Toffee and something else that I really want to try, but I'm good right now given that I had bought a couple of them. So this is what it looks like. Again, these are really nice, and I like that they are not super straight up pigmented right off the bat. Here is the blush. They don't swatch amazing, I'm gonna tell you that. They are so soft though to the skin, or to the touch. Will tell you that I have the other one in Hot Lava and I think it's Cocoa Rich, and that one is very powdery and rough. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the pigment in that one. I don't know. Anyways, these are very, very easy to use. And again, with the bronzer, I love that it's neutral, so it's easier to use. And again, they don't swatch the greatest, but what I love about this is that it is easy to build up, which for me, I think in a face product, I have determined that I like that better because it's harder for it to look fake, and then it's harder to really overdo it because I would rather build up and be like, okay, I'm good at this point, than to go in and be like, now I got to do damage control, diffuse, all of that. And these are just so easy for that. And you've got the one-stop shop. I've really, really enjoyed this very much. The packaging I've mentioned to you before, I think is a little clunky. I'm not a fan of this bulky J, but you know what? I didn't create it, so that's not my thing. Anyways, in the whole topic as well of Jaclyn Cosmetics, okay, you guys, this powder, when I did my haul update, I told y'all it's a really nice powder and I like it, but as I continued to use it even more, I was like, this is a really great powder. I can't live without it. And it is the Luminous powder by also Jaclyn Cosmetics. I wish I would have gotten it in the original packaging, the little circle, just because, again, I'm not a fan of this. It's so bulky. Anyways, I love the frosted jar thingy, whatever it's called. This is in the shade Do Me, D-E-W Me. And what can I say about this powder? This powder blurs my pores in a way that I didn't think was possible. And it does leave my skin with such a beautiful luminosity, but it's not glittery. And if you have this powder, you know what I'm talking about. But here is what this looks like. And I don't even know that you're going to be able, yeah, you will, right there. It's so silky soft. It goes on so nicely. And it leaves my skin looking so healthy, so radiant. And like all of this right here, non-existent, no pores. And I'm like, what is the deal with this powder? How? I did not expect that. Anyways, I have been using this so much. I'm like, hey, I need to give this powder a break. I need to move on to my others for a while. This for me is a must. And I actually went onto the Ulta website to see if they had restocked, because I'm like, okay, I either want to buy another one of these or I want to buy the other shade to try, which is like the iced peachy tone. This one's, I think, like iced champagne or something like that. Oh my gosh, such a favorite. So happy with it. Love, love, love. Let's talk about a brush real quick. This is a Real Techniques, what says 002? I forget, it's part of like a little diamond collection or something. I ended up, I think they still have them at Ulta. I got mine at Marshall's some time back, and I have found that this type of brush, and this is the one obviously I've been using specifically, is perfection for bronzer. I go through phases where sometimes one brush will be better than the other, and I'm like, no, I like this better than the other. Anyways, that's the beauty of the makeup world, is that, you know, we go through phases and there's always something there to reach for or to try. But this, what can I tell you? It's like a mini large brush, but it kind of helps me concentrate the powder. I don't use this for cream, I use it for powder. It helps me concentrate the bronzer like exactly where I want it, and it gives me the perfect placement for bronzer, like right in this area where I usually struggle with, because I don't do contour because it ends up looking muddy on me. But this right here just kind of, and perfect. I'm like, wow, I have no cleanup. It looks so good. It doesn't look muddy. So again, this is by Real Techniques. I can't put this brush down. This has been like on the daily to the point where I need to wash it at this point. But yeah, I mean, if you've been struggling with your bronzer placement, maybe try something like this. Like, it's so good. It's fluffy yet small, and it's just perfect. So let's keep moving. Let's go into a few lip products. I have discovered and fallen in love with these lifter glosses by Maybelline. What is this? These are like $6 and they are everything in a high-end gloss. I'm just like, what? This particular one is in the shade 006 Reef, and I like the, now this is clunky and chunky packaging too, but something about it, I like it. Very pretty. It looks kind of high-end to me, and these are very pigmented. I thought they were gonna be just like a little more sheer for topper glosses, and then I was like, wow, okay, I see what this is. Beautiful, shiny, just like plumpy. I don't know, it's not like they plump my lips, but they make my lips feel plumpy. They're beautiful. So if you like a reflective gloss that's not entirely sticky, I do like a little bit of stick, because to me that helps it stay longer. So I'm not entirely opposed to sticky glosses. So it has a little bit of a stick, Not a whole lot, but super shiny. And for me, the lasting power is what makes it, because gloss can just slide right off within 15 minutes and you're like, what was the point? So for me, that is key, and oh my goodness, love. And I do want to buy more of them. This particular lip liner is by Wet n Wild. It's a gel lip liner. I have to tell you, this is what I'm wearing on my lips today. It is my favorite lip liner ever. And I don't know where my mom got it, because my mom gifted it to me. So I am officially going to go on the hunt for these. If you know where these are sold, or I could just ask her, I know. Let me know in the comment section below. I don't know if she got it at Walmart, at the dollar store. I am not sure. I probably need to just ask her, but let me know. This is absolutely the best lip liner I have ever used. This shade is called Got the Juice. Okay. But, okay. So here's the thing. Obviously it's retractable. I'm going to show you, and I'm going in very light-handed. Wow. Now I'm going to go a little bit heavier. This pigment, the soft, creamy nature of this lip liner and the pigment, how is this possible? It's a Wet n Wild, which I know is already a good brand, but this is not drugstore level. This is high-end level. So what's the deal? So amazing. If you know where they sell these liners, go get you some. They are so, I can't speak their praises enough. I need to find more, and I need to find where they're sold. So anyways, that's that. Let's go into 2 final products. So first off, nail polish, the Essie Gel Couture polish. You don't need a lamp for these. These are basically just kind of gel polish without the lamp, whatever. Anyways, so you've got the base coat, which is your color also. It's not a base coat, color, and then top coat. It's like literally your color, and then the key is the top coat. I cannot keep nail polish on my fingers for more than 24 hours before it looks like it's been on for a week. It's chipped, it's ugly, it's gross. This will stay on my fingers, on my nails, until literally I'm taking it off. Minimal wear on the nail. And so usually I'll leave it on for about a week to a week and a half, and then I'll take it off and start over. And I cannot even believe that that's possible. So they are a little pricier. They're like $11 a bottle or so. But if you struggle like I do, you need this in your life. This has been such a game changer for my nails. And here's the thing, I'm not wearing nail polish right now, and I'm picking at them. So I usually like to put nail polish on so I can avoid picking at them, so that I can get them to grow. I am a nail picker, and yeah. So these you need if you're like me. Oh, I love these so, so much. I was so happy to get my hands on those. And it was because I had seen somebody else's video. If you watch Allison, she's not beauty, she's more lifestyle. She had mentioned them, and I was like, I should try them. All right, guys, last but certainly not least, the BH Cosmetics Belgian Waffle Palette. This was everything. Has bronzers that are neutral, and the highlighters are out of this world. This is so amazing. I think I paid 15 bucks for it with an Ulta coupon, and I love, but am I surprised? I shouldn't be. So again, the bronzers are just amazing for the price point. They're a little bit on the stiffer side, but that's okay. They are buildable. Again, with the buildable, easy to use, and you get 3 in one place. So, you know, you can kind of mix and match. And then the highlighters are the creamiest, blindingest, most beautiful highlighters. Wow. Now, granted, this one's deep for me, so I really haven't used that one. But these two I mix and match. Sometimes I go on their own, and my goodness, so blinding, so pretty. I absolutely loved it. I was a little hesitant because Casey Holmes had said that they don't go on the face like they swatch. So I was like, but no. They are absolutely stunning. So if you've kind of been on the fence with this one, it took me a while to pick it up. I picked it up in March, and I am so glad that I did. Such an affordable option for all of these powders in one area, in one little place, that it's just, I have reached for it so, so much this past, month, because I bought it in March. So that one's definitely a fave. Okay, my friends, before I let you go, that brings us to the end of this video, obviously, but before I let you go, I just want to give you a very quick verse of the day to motivate and encourage you, and it comes from Romans 15:13. It says, "May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit." It is my prayer that if you don't know Jesus as your Lord and Savior, that he would make himself so real to you in this moment, that you would just feel his peace and his love, that you would just feel a calm wash over you no matter what your circumstance, no matter what your situation, that you would know how much he loves you. Life with him is so, so amazing. I can't stress that enough. He is just absolutely everything, and it's not to force him on you. It's merely just to encourage you, to invite you, and share him with you. When you have good news, you always want to share it, and that's just me sharing my good news with you. Alrighty, my friends, thanks again for stopping by, for spending some time with me today. I will see you in the next one. Stay safe and stay well, friends. See you soon.